Wow, I had to stop and look at this rainbow. Unfortunately, the things are there, but look at that. Oh my gosh, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. When did you ever see one at 6 in the morning?
Never. That's so cool.
Right over your house. It is a whole rainbow, that's right. Oh my gosh, wow. Wow. That is really something, man. Oh, wow. And I see a double one. See this double? Very faintly. And it goes all the way around as well. Oh my gosh. Wow, huh? Wow, look at that. Wasn't that rainbow incredible? Like, oh my gosh, I never saw it so clear, so full. Hey, mister. Oh, I said hey, mister, when he meowed. Hi, honey. Did you see the birdies out in the mudroom, honey? Oh, he's my friend. Yeah, did you know that I'm walking the track and all of a sudden I realized not only is my top inside out, but I had it on backwards. This was in the front with tags hanging out. I'm just like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing. And then Linda, my friend, finally shows up and I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to show you what sea moss looks like after, so this is what it looks like when it's dried. Can you guys see this? I got it from the Healthy Life on YouTube. Markus, I love him. I do. I'm grateful for them. So I soaked it for a long time, like days and days, and I just didn't get to it, but I'm gonna put it in a blender now that it is what it is. I'll show you. All right, I'm gonna stick this in the blender. Look at, I only put a tiny bit in this thing, and so it goes so far. Like I only put a little bit. It's really kind of creepy, like a horror movie. When I first saw it, I was like, there's no way, I can't even touch it. I don't even want to look at it. And I literally only put like a little handful, literally. Like I grabbed a little pinch and put it in there. Look how much it expands. I bought 2 of them, and I think I spent $50 for both of them together, plus the shipping. So I'm just gonna cut this up because it's a little too thick to go into my little bullet. I don't think I'll use the water, but I mean, you could, you know, and it really, I think people are already saying, Lisa, your hair, it got so long. So I don't take this every day. I definitely don't, but I'm going to put it into my pineapple and lemon smoothie. Okay, honey, I'm coming. See, he meowed. Here you go. See, I think I know what he wants. He wants to go OUT. Up. Good. Up, Mr. Kitty, up. I'm telling you, this cat knows English. Those are all returns. Don't mind those. Yeah, it's definitely like a creepy experience. I'm not too fond of it, actually. It's kind of, it doesn't, you know, when I first smelled it, I was like, ew, it smells like a fish tank and a subway station. I don't know what happened. It doesn't have a smell now. I don't know why. So what I'll do is I'll put some of this water in there. Ew, look at it. It's just, you know, ew. It hurts to look at it. All right, and then we're gonna blend this baby up. Ugh, I can't bear it. It's just making me ill. Like ill. But it is precious. It's supposed to help with your skin, hair, and nails. So you know what I say, at 53 years old, let's do it, baby. Let's do it, because things aren't looking like they used to in my early 20s. So we gotta do whatever it can take, right? It's natural. All right, I'm gonna pour some of this water in there because it's been soaking and marinating in that. Just a tiny bit, and let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's Markus over there. He's really cute too. There we go. I felt like I was doing something wrong. I felt like I was like pureeing an animal. It just was like a sea creature, and it just is like, ew. But it looks like applesauce in the end, see? So I'll add a good amount in there like that. All right, and the rest is gonna go back in the refrigerator. So tomorrow, I'm so excited because I am taking a friend, my first friend. Actually, I'm lying. It's my second friend. I first took Peter to the property in Grafton, our new Airbnb. And it's not done yet, but it's in the making. The cabin is there. The groundwork is done. So now my rent-a-husband, like that's the name of his company, and his name is Steven, my late husband's name. Okay, so I was like, you know what? You have to work for me, please. And so he has to, right now we're trying to figure out where the outlet. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow, drop off a ton of cinder blocks so I can make my grill using that. I saw a really cool picture. I'll try to put it here for you. And we're going to talk about where we're going to put the outlets. And I'm saying to him, but I don't know where to put the outlets because am I getting solar? Am I getting propane? Is solar, your friend, going to be able to, is his solar company going to be able to power what we're thinking to put in? You know what I mean? So then he can get that going. Because then after that, he's going to do the insulation. And then after that, he's going to put the walls up. And after that, we'll be almost ready to rock and roll. My sister, on the other side of the property, she has her own little micro mini house, cabin. It's literally the size of a bed. And she has her 5th customer already. So I am rocking and rolling. I'm ready to go on with this, on with the show, honey. Also, I'm gonna add a little bit of dandelion leaves I buy at the store because they have, I hear, the highest vitamin C. So with the pineapple, which is a lot of vitamin C, also very high, this dandelion is perfect. We're gonna bump up after a nice workout, and then I'm gonna eat some cherries because cherries are also really great after a workout. These are soaking in vinegar and water. I threw some coconut flakes on top. Now, there's my coffee, and I want to desperately drink that right away. And I said, Lisa, do your sauerkraut so you'll feed your microbiome and put these nice, delicious things in one at a time. And then we can go into whatever else. I mean, coffee and French fries have to be probably the only things that I'm like, you know, I gave up coffee for quite a while, and then slowly I started coming back, you know, and I don't want it to be the first thing. I just feel so bad. Let it, oh, here you go. Top of the morning to you, even though it's kind of 9:41 in the morning. It definitely has a crunch. It's probably the dandelion leaves. But so, you know, I want to encourage you because I have to. I want to encourage you because I literally could only go for like a few minute walk. You know, I remember the days that Peter was saying that when I got out of the car, I'd walk around and go, and I would be all out of breath, he said. Now I went from that to like, you know, a few minutes walking, like literally. And, you know, I was always a walker, but I guess I just stopped for a while. And then I just kept practicing and just going, and, you know, and I'm waking up in the morning at 5:30 and I'm like making excuses why I shouldn't get up, you know, and I'm like, Lisa, Olympians get out of bed. And I'm like, okay, so I do it. And if it's raining, I do a workout at the same time in my house. That way during the day, there's no distractions. I got the morning to myself. And I'm making that face because I keep thinking about how the sea moss looked like before I blended it up, and all the chunks that I'm feeling, I'm like, is it that? But we saw that it was like an applesauce, so it's not, but it's still freaking me out. The things we do. All right, so anyway, so then I started walking. I made it like a half an hour. That's what I would do at the, at the track. And then I was like, okay, so after a while, then I started, after many months, I was doing an hour. Now, are you ready? Drum roll, please. Yes, I am up to, not every time, depending on what's going on in the morning, but I am up to, and I did it today, 2 hours. That's right. You might be like, Lisa, that is a bit much. And I'm saying, you know what? It's really super early. By the time I get done with the 1 hour, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like 7 o'clock. Nothing's going on at 7 o'clock. I can't even call companies. I can't do any of my paperwork. So, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing going on. So I'm like, I still have energy. Why don't I just keep going? Why not? So I do. And it's just awesome. Do you know that I felt like I could have even gone longer, and I'm trying not to make this an obsession at all. It's just literally, I feel like it's so early in the morning. I still have time and I have energy. So why not use it up? I got some things I could be getting rid of, So that fits into my goal. Eating the pizza that I tried talking myself into last night that the girls made is not going to help me with this and this, It's not. So I keep asking myself, I have to keep questioning whenever I get tempted. First of all, the first question is do I normally eat that? And if the question is no, then I go, okay then. So no matter what excuses you're coming up with, the answer is no. So don't do it now. And the other thing is does that help my goal? And the question is no. What is my goal? My goal is to be strong and healthy. Now, do I have an exception? My exception, see, it's funny because I've been listening to people talk about like days that they're gonna cheat, they call it. I'm not about cheating, but I'm thinking about relationships. I don't refer to it as a cheat day because cheating implies that you're doing something wrong. So I don't go there with that word. People can, that's fine, or they'll say, I'm going to have an off day, No, I'm always on. That's the difference in my working with my nutritionist. And I'm saying this because maybe it'll help you. So I don't use those terms because I notice that they make me personally fail. Maybe it doesn't for everybody, but for me, it makes me fail. So I'll say, a cheat day and an off day. No, how about I want to have it today or I don't want to have it today. You know what I mean? And the other thing is, I say, I'll be honest. I'm like, I still have my coffee and I still eat French fries. I would probably say that is the gist of things that I allow myself, because rather than say I'm having a cheat day, well, I'm going to allow myself that. Like, sure, if I want it, fine, whatever. But right now, today, I have a goal and I want to stick to my goal. And it's not hard for some reason. Do I have to talk myself into, do I have conversations with myself about staying away from things? Yes. But in a very healthy, logical mindset, it's so different than how I used to do it. And this drink is grossing me out just because of how that thing looked. You know what I mean? So my point is that it's getting stuck everywhere. Is it the sea moss? Is it? Oh, it could be the pineapple. All right. So I don't have these thought processes anymore. I say, okay, I want the French fries. I still eat fries. However, I will say that I made a really good decision the other day. I went into the grocery store and me and Peter were there and we went over to where the deli is and he got a sub and I was like, I said to him, they do have French fries, you know, because we both like fries. And I'm just like, you know what? I thought about what they cook it in, that grease. Now, are there certain, you know, like I bought these chips yesterday and they ended up having canola oil in them. That's like, no, because it's it causes inflammation. So it says, yeah, but it wasn't the first ingredient. It said stone ground white corn, stone ground yellow corn, and none of this says it's not, no, it's not. I don't eat all organic foods. I don't eat, you know, sometimes I might eat something, you know, GMO, which is horrible. I did like that it had the fava beans, the chia seeds, the chickpeas, and garlic. It says, let's see, dehydrated onion, dehydrated garlic, the sunflower oil, and or canola, coriander, cumin, sea salt, black pepper, cloves, marjoram, it's a plant, I don't know how you say it, and parsley. So, does it have certain things that I'm not supposed to be eating in general? Yes. But I also bought a bunch of peaches and, you know, I'm making more and more better decisions for myself and, oh, I just love it. My hip is getting so much better. I could never walk 2 hours before with my hip like that. And I just needed to stretch it just a little bit because it was starting to tighten up. And you're supposed to stretch, and I wasn't. So I'm saying all this here. I keep thinking of that sea moss. It's just not a good thing. It normally isn't like this. Normally I can totally tolerate drinking that with it in it. And it's smooth. But just because, yeah. All right. So after my fruit shake, now are rice cakes good for you? I really don't know. I mean, is it a whole food? Absolutely not. However, this is a no salt one. Is it one of the things I'll let go one day in my life? I can imagine so. However, I have a flaxseed peanut butter on with no crazy oils and my no sugar added to an apple butter at my local farm stand. And I have hemp seed, which is awesome protein too. I'm sitting here eating and I'm looking over at the peaches, right? Look at the colors, okay? They're brilliant. Imagine the nutrients and vitamins that are in there that are gonna do that same thing. Just like those vitamins that are in those peaches are making those peaches look so beautiful. That's what it's gonna do inside of us. You get it? I cannot tell you how amazing this is. Wow. So good. Aw, my son just went by and he went, mwah. Isn't that cute?